ask the Minister for Health and Social Care whether he has any plans to change the governance structure of the department in the light of the West Midlands Quality Review reports, and when this will happen.
Will the Minister for Health and Social Care to reply?
Thank you, Mr Deputy President. As the Honourable Court will be aware, the West Midlands Quality Review Service has now published 7 reports on the department's services, the most recent of which was on the 8th of February of this year. There was one comment in that report that struck me, Mr Deputy President, and it was this. Reviewers commented that the very traditional management structure of the department appeared to be promoting the divisions between these services and acting as a barrier to integrated working. This is something, Mr Deputy President, that must be tackled, and it must be tackled as a priority. The management structure of the department is being reviewed and updated, and the number of posts in it is being reduced. Similarly, the number of operational divisions in the department has been reduced, with adult social care, community health and mental health now working as one team to be known as community care. This process is partly about cost improvement, partly to improve integration and to an extent to improve governance. It is important, Mr Deputy President, that we constantly review the governance arrangements within the department. There are multiple work streams to be completed in relation to the West Midlands report, and as I've stated in a previous answer, it will be important that proper and appropriate arrangements are in place to ensure those work streams are monitored. As part of that, I will wish to examine how the quality review committees are currently working and how they report and feed into the wider governance arrangements and what changes to those governance arrangements need to be made as a result of that. Once the changes in senior personnel have been completed, which should be soon, we will also review how the directors work together at board level and how those directors assure themselves about the quality of what is going on around the department in our many services, and also, crucially, remain talking and speaking to other directors across the services. That work, including any new governance structure or bodies, will be reflected in a new governance document, which will be published once approved by me and my political colleagues in the department. I am more than happy to inform honourable members when that document is published, Mr Deputy President.
Supplementary question, Mrs Beecroft.
Yes, thank you, Mr President. I'm delighted to hear the news that this is all going on and that there'll be a new governance document. But the only things that the Minister has referred to have been internal directors and divisions, etc. I'm wondering if he is planning on having any external governance in the new structure.
Minister to reply.
Thank you, Mr Deputy President. As I've said in another place previously, I think external governance is very, very important, just as much as internal governance. And the way I see it is a review of governance includes both. So when I'm referring to us reviewing the governance arrangements, I'm talking not just about internal governance arrangement, but also external. And as far as I'm concerned, both are in the mix.